Unlocking success in project management means mastering dynamic strategies for seamless execution and adaptability. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from Lovely Professional University. Get ready to dive into today's topic, that is project management dynamics, unlocking success for undergraduates. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on the journey together. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day. Dr. Vinay Kumar Singh, Professor, School of Computer Science and Engineering, LPU, with over 24 years of experience, a prolific researcher with numerous publications in Scopus, indexed journals and contributions to esteemed publications like CRC Press, specializes in wireless sensor network, machine learning, and more. So I would like to introduce admission nominee also in this webinar, Dr. Kavisha Duggal, Assistant Professor, Lovely Professional University, with over 10 years of experience and a passion for research. Dr. Duggal is PhD in fascinating field of gamification. Her impressive track record includes over 12 international publications with the Best Smart Education Award from the Ministry of Urban Affairs. Before we proceed further, in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any question, any queries, you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box. Same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. And now I hand over the thanks to Dr. Vinay Kumar Singh, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from him. Over to you, sir.
Very good morning to all of you. Today I'm here to present my content on project management essentials for undergraduates. Okay, here it is. So after becoming graduates, you will join your organization, a company, or industry. It could be a mechanical organization, or it could be computer science related organization. Project management is most essential part of any project that you are going to get during your employing. So we are going to find out how to make a successful project or how to develop a successful project. Project management is a very essential part of that. So let us try to understand project management. Importance of management. When you are joining any company, you will be given with a number of projects. So you must know how to manage the project. And we are making emphasis on software project management because we are going to develop software projects also. If you are, some of you are going to become computer science engineers. So some organizations nowadays have begun to ask their contractors or the people who provide the employees to provide only the project managers who have been trained as professionals in software project management. The software project management is quite different from other projects. Okay, like if you are developing a project for mechanical system, or for say you are developing a bridge or road or a very high altitude building, those projects are being developed by the engineers. Like civil engineer will be developing the civil structures, mechanical engineer will be developing the mechanical structures, but a computer science engineer will be developing software for every domain. The task of a computer science engineer is very broad, or the domain is very broad, you can say. He could be for launching of a satellite, okay, or it could be a software, it could be an operating system like Windows or iOS or Android, such kind of system. So the domain or scope is unlimited for a computer science engineer. So it is quite different from the conventional types of projects. Okay. So these are some of the buzzwords that we are going to deal with during the discussion with related to project management, problem solving, planning, budget, analysis, teamwork, communication, deadlines, goals, risks, control, milestones, etc. So we are going to deal with these buzzwords in the presentation. Okay? So what is a project? A project is a problem scheduled for solution. This definition forces us to recognize that projects are aimed at solving problems. And the failure to define the problem probably is what sometimes gets us into trouble. So we must aim at being able to understand the problem very clearly. Only then you are going to attack the problems and solve the problem as per the desired. Okay. So understanding the problem, which is the very first phase, is quite important. Okay. Like in software development, we are talking to the client. We are asking the client what kind of project or what kind of software he or she wants for us to develop. So sometimes the people who are the client, they are not quite handy with the computer science. They are not able to explain us the complete problem in more detail. So there are various techniques that you will be learning how to explore the problems from the client side. Okay? So understanding the problem is very important at this stage, very first stage. So the desired objective that you want to achieve or that you want to make the problem or the project, the desired objective is not a problem by itself. But the key to problem is that it is an obstacle that prevents you from closing the gap between you and what you want to achieve. Okay, the gap or the obstacle you want to remove from your path. Okay, a problem is a gap achieving your objective between you where you stand now and where you want to be after completing your project. So there is an obstacle that prevents you from closing the gap between you and the objective. So you are the one who is going to move that obstacle and close the gap and reach your goal. Okay? So problem solving consists of finding ways and means for overcoming those obstacles which are around in your path. Okay? So once you have understood the problem, you must the project management starts. Okay, the project management basically is involved in three phases: planning. Planning is scheduling the things, identifying what kind of material you will be using. If it is a mechanical system, you could be using metal parts, or it could be a wood. Making a table could be a task of the project. Okay, so you would be you could be requiring woods, hammers, nails, etc. So hammer, plier, these are nothing but the tools. The material that you want for the project is to be identified in the planning phase. The cost, what cost will be occurring in the development of the project, time, how much time is required, and the people like carpenters, supervisors, etc. You have to identify what kind of people are required to be involved in the project. So this is done in the planning phase. Okay. Once the planning is okay, then the execution starts. In the execution, actual implementation is done. Okay. Putting the things together. If you're making a table, put the woods together with the help of nail and hammer. Hammer is a tool. Okay. So putting the things together. While you're doing so, putting things together, you'll try to observe how much work is complete in, say, after 1 week or after a fortnight, say 15 days or something like that. You will try to monitor if the things are going as per plan, if you are at the correct pace. If you're not, then you are going to exert the control on it. If you are lagging behind the schedule, the work is not being completed as per the schedule, then it will amount to increase in the number of day duration. Okay? The duration of the project will be increased, and ultimately the cost will increase. So control here comes into picture. The project manager is the one who will exert control to make the things work as per the requirement. So you can ask people to work overtime, or you can employ more workers if the things are not doing good. Or sometimes you may find that the nails that you have purchased are not good of good quality. So these are the risks that must be identified in the project management cycle. Now, this statement will make you clear how the project management is, how much important project management is in various operations in the organization. Let me read out the statement and explain it side by side. Operations keep the lights on. Okay? The operations, that's the things that you execute. Operations keep the lights on. The strategy provides a light at the end of the tunnel. But project management is the train engine that moves the organization forward. Okay? So it is the most important thing in the organization that moves the entire organization forward. Let us take an example of building a fort. Okay, imagine that you want to build the coolest fort ever in your backyard. Okay, very simple example. So I have taken this example because there may be any kind of graduates that you want to understand. You could not be a computer science engineer. You could be other graduate. So you must know what project management is actually about. So as a student, as a kid, you want to make a cooler spot in your backyard. So first you have to think about it. Okay, you would like to have a lookout tower, a secret entrance in the fort, or maybe you might would like to imagine to have a slide. Okay, the picture I have shown you, but first of all you have to imagine it in your mind. Okay, so I have eased out your imagination by putting a picture over here. Okay, actually the things are not so picture. Okay, so this is the first thing to have your idea. Then okay, initiating. So first you have to dream about the fort. You have to decide what you want to have in your fort, the slide, the secret entrance, etc. Okay. So this is the start of the project, very first phase, initiating. Okay. So decide what you want to do. Then planning it out. Planning is nothing but putting the things on paper. Okay, blueprint. Okay, you might have seen that when before building any bridge or an automobile or anything, the design is put on the paper. Okay. So in the planning phase, you have to decide what kind of material that you want to build this fort, woods, nails, okay, etc. Then you have to decide your team, who are the people who are going to work on your project. Okay, the team, your friends could be the team members, and you have to identify what are their strengths. Like one of the friends could be good at painting, so you can ask him to decorate the fort. Okay, once it is finished. Okay, or the side by side. Okay, or there could be another person who is the good at putting things together by nailing them in, okay, nailing the woods together with the help of hammer. Okay. Some would be very good at cutting with the help of the saw. Okay, so you have to identify their strengths and put them together on the particular task. Then you have to decide how much time it will take to build the fort. Okay, so as a kid, you want to develop this sport during the summer vacations. So you have to ensure that the building ends by the summer ends. Okay. So this is the most important phase of planning. Once the planning is done, you start building the project. Okay. So this is where your friends will start putting the things together. Okay, the person who is involved in putting the woods together with the help of hammer and nails will be doing so. The person who is involved in cutting the woods will be doing so. The person side by side, the person who is involved in painting will be painting as the things are put. Okay? So the actual execution starts. All the verbs, okay, cutting, hammering, all the verbs are there in the execution phase. The things start happening for real in this phase. Then controlling. While building, you might find that one of the wood is not good, or it is not of good quality. So you have to get it replaced, or the nails are not so good. It gets bent. So you will get a different quality of nails. Or it could be the case that the secret entrance that you are building is not so secret. So you'll have to make some changes into it. So monitoring means observing the things that you are building. During the execution, you have to monitor side by side. So during the monitoring, you will find that the things are not as per the desired objective. So you will exert control upon it. Okay, monitoring and controlling go side by side. Once you monitor, if the things are not as per your desire, you start exerting control on it. Okay. If you are lagging behind the schedule, you will start working overtime, or you will employ more workers. Okay, or change the material if it is not of good quality. These are the things that you want to fix in the controlling. So these are the things that have to be observed during the project management. Once your things are put together, after the controlling and monitoring, the closing phase. Okay. Once this everything is built, the paint is dry, it's time to celebrate with the friends. Okay, enjoy the party. And this is the closing phase. The last phase is enjoying. Okay. If it is a software, then it has to be delivered to the client. And there is a meeting with the client. So quickly we'll have how the projects are being developed for computer science engineers. Okay. Let us take an example of a video game. You are trying to develop a video game. Previously, we have taken example, a general example, which could be for anybody. But to become a computer science engineer, you must know how the things go on for a computer science project. Okay. So developing a video game is nothing but video game is nothing but a program. Okay. It is a very large program. So project management comes into picture. So it is a very large project. Yeah, instead of things like hammers and nails, we will be using computers to code, okay, and other softwares will be used. Okay, so let us see how the project management fits into developing this video game. Basically, it is a software. So the first phase is initiating again, same like the previous type. So you have to think about the problem that you want to uh, solve, the video game. It could be an adventure game. You have to imagine in your mind, okay? Adventure game where the players are going to explore different planets, or it could be a puzzle game with super tricky challenges. Okay? So you have to imagine what kind of game you want to make. Okay? Then planning, you have to imagine what the game looks like, what kind of graphics you are going to use in the game. Okay, the cartoon style, it could be 2D or realistic style characters would be there. Okay? Nowadays, you are finding realistic cartoons also. Then, what are the rules of the game you have to identify? Okay, who is going to be the winner? Okay, these are the things you have to decide. Then, who does what? Okay? You have to select your team and decide their roles. Who is the person who will be involved in creating the graphics? Identify the person who will be involved in coding, designing, etc. Okay, identify the correct person for the correct job. This planning. Identify the tools. Okay, what kind of computers you will be using, how much memory is required, what kind of software tools you will be using, operating system, another tool, graphic tools, graphic designing tools are required. That have to be identified in the planning phase. Okay, so this is a super important phase because it helps everyone know what they need to do and make the game awesome. Then execution starts, the actual coding starts, okay, drawing the characters on paper sheet or taking the pictures of the characters and putting them together in the software tools so that they can start moving. Okay. So if it is a puzzle game, then putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. Okay. Then in the project management, this phase is all about doing the work you plan, okay, as per the plan. Then finally, testing and monitoring. During the development of the software is nothing but a program. Okay? You might find that there is a bug or error. Okay, it has to be fixed. So this is monitoring, finding out the bugs, okay, monitoring and controlling. Once you are able to diagnose all the errors in the software, if they are, if the software, your game is working according to rules or not, okay, if it crashes sometimes, okay, so you have to look out for those errors and remove them. And once it is finished, okay, there's again celebration time. Okay, so you can celebrate with your party, with the teammates. Okay? The main task of the project management was to plan, monitor, think about the idea, plan, monitor, and control. Okay, these are the things that are being developed. So there are various tools that are nowadays being available for the project manager to exert control upon the project. So I will give you a hands-on experience on one of the tools called Microsoft Project, which is used for this kind of monitoring and control. Okay, so I'll show you an hands-on experience so that you will be comfy. Okay, I'll stop sharing the screen and share the other screen for MS Project. Uh, so I'll share the MS Project window, Microsoft Project. Okay. It is where it is. Mm, There it is, the project window. So I must share MS Project. Here it is. Okay. I hope it is visible to all.
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay. Now this is the screen that you get on a MS Project when you launch the MS Project tool. Microsoft Project. You might have heard about Microsoft Office. It is a part of that. In Microsoft Office, you get various tools like Microsoft Word for writing your documents. Excel you get. Okay? For PowerPoint presentations, you get PowerPoint. Okay? And this MS Project is also one of the tools available in the MS Office, Microsoft Office. So the very first thing that you have to do in MS Project is go to the file option and define the properties of the project. Okay. First of all, you have to decide the title, like it is a video game. Okay. It is a video. I have to write in caps. Okay. So that it is clearly visible. Okay. Then subject, you can write related to subject. Say it is puzzle. Okay. Whatever you can select. Okay. Author name of the author. Okay. You can write your own name. Who is the manager? Who is going to manage this project? Okay. The name of the company, etc. Okay. LPU. So category, under what category does it fall? It is a game. It is not a tool. It is not a software. It is not an operating system, but it is a game. Okay. Then keywords related to this. Okay. It is a puzzle or the characters, name of characters which are involved in this project. Okay. Any other comments you want to make, you can make them. Or some hyperlink, some website link you can specify, which provides more information about the project being developed. The basic information about the project has to be done. Then the next thing is go to project and add some project information. The start date of the project. Today could be the start date. Okay, 2nd April is the start date over here. Or if it is already started, the project start date would have been that date. Current date it is here. And when you will be exerting, monitoring, and control, the status date have to be specified. Suppose after 15 days you want to get the status. So you will log into this project and you will select the status date, okay, say 14th, okay, whatever the case may be. So we'll see later, okay, status date. Currently the status date is today's date. So after a week or 10 days, you can change the status date and take the status of the project. So that you will come to know how many tasks are complete, how many tasks are delayed. You will come to know about that. So this is the basic information that you're going to. I take the example of a video game. Okay. So first of all, the task name you have to specify in the task window. One more thing. One is this is a very important thing that you must specify for every project. Go to tools, and in the tools you have to change the working time. Okay, you must know how to change the working time. It is quite important, very important. So this is the calendar for April month. You can see that Monday to Friday are the working days. Saturday and Sunday are off days. Normally, in most of the software development companies, Saturday, Sunday are kept as off. But here at Edu, you don't have Saturday as off, so you can change it. If you want to change it, here on this part, you can see the working time is shown 8 to 12, then 1 hour is lunch time. Then 13 means 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 o'clock. 17 is 5 o'clock in the evening. So these are working days for working hours for one day. Okay, you can change this also, and you can change the working days also. I'll show you that how to make the Saturday as a working day. Click on this worksheets. Okay, worksheets. I've clicked. Then go to details. On the right hand side is details. Okay. Then Mondays selected. Working days select this set days. It is already showing 8 to 12, the same timings. You can change the timings here. Okay. You can change the timings here. So I'll keep it the same, 8 to 12, 13 to 17. Tuesday, it is also showing the same thing, but Friday, again, it is showing the same thing, 8 to 12, 13 to 17. On Saturday, it is not showing in time, so I want to make it a working day. So here, I'll select this set days for this specific working times. So on Saturday, I want to make it working, so I'll make it 8. The timing I have to tell what is the timing, 8 colon 00 to 12. I'll make it 12. Okay. Then again from 13 onwards to 17. So see, okay. Click OK. Now you can see the color of Saturday. It is previously it was gray color. Now it is in white color. Only the Sunday is in gray color. Okay. Now it might be the case that during the project development, um, the 13th is a holiday. So there are exceptions. These are called exceptions. So go to exceptions. Okay. Make the 13th as an exception. So say Baisakhi. Okay. Normally it is not a holiday, but if you want to make it a holiday, click there on this and make it see start date 13th 4 13th April, finish date 13th April. Here in the calendar you can see its color has changed 13. So when you are scheduling the project, this 13th will not be coming. When you are scheduling the project, 13th date will not be coming. Okay, in your calendar because it is a holiday. It is not. It is non-working day. Okay? Like this, you can fix. Okay. If you want to remove the exceptions, you can delete also. Okay, click this and delete. I have deleted. Again, the color has changed. You can see the color of 13 has changed to working day. So this is how you have to make your calendar working. So Monday to Saturday, I have made working days. Okay, I have made working days. Click on OK. Now you have to identify the tasks that are in the project. Okay, identify the various tasks that you want in the project. Okay, let me remove this first. Yeah. Now it is a video game, so I will write the main task as video game. This is not the first task, but it is the head of all the tasks. Okay. Duration I am not specifying because it is not an individual task. It is the main heading. The first task is requirements. You have to identify, you have to talk to the client, ask him various questions. What? Okay, suppose there is a person who has come to us and we are the software development firm and they have come to us to make a software for the organization. So we will ask them and ask various questions, what kind of software you are requiring. So requirement analysis. Okay. Okay. Requirements analysis is the first phase. So this is the phase where we try to identify the requirements from the client, what he or she is desiring. So this is a subtask of the video game. So come to here, indent, make it a subtask by clicking on the right indent, click like this. Now it has become a subtask under video game. Okay. Duration, you have to decide. As a project lead, I can guess that it will take say 4 to 5 days based on the past projects. I can guess it will take around 4 to 5 days to complete the requirements analysis. So analysis is not only asking the user what kind of software he or she wants from us to develop, but to understand their requirements. If some information is incomplete, that has to be identified. If there are some conflicting requirements, and in the previous requirement, he has said something. In the other requirement, he might be saying just a contradiction. So it has to be removed. Okay. And in the analysis, we have to think about that. If something is incomplete, that has to be done. conflicting requirement have to be, consistent requirements have to be checked. So these are the things which have to be decided. So basically, it is involved with asking the user various questions, what kind of software he or she is asking us to develop. Main task is this, okay? Understanding the problem. So let's suppose it takes 4 days. Okay, I'll write 4D. So 4 days. The start date is 2nd April. The finish date is 5th April. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, it will take 4 days. Then next phase, you have to identify. Once the requirements are identified, software design. Okay. So designing is making a blueprint of the requirements. Okay. Once you have identified the requirements, like a requirement is to make a user. Okay. If it is a game, then you will be asking the user to enter their details. Okay. Or then crossing the level. There are various levels: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. For every level, there has to be a software, a program has to be written. So in the designing part, you have to identify how many levels will be there, what are the different functions that they will be performing. The major modules are being identified. So major modules are being identified, and their sub modules, if any, major modules and their sub modules, if any, are there. It has to be identified. Okay. So designing is based upon the requirements. We will be involved in doing the design. Okay. So it will take, say, this is the most essential, important part. So we'll take it, say, 5 days. Okay. So it starts on 2nd. And normally the start date is same for all the tasks. We are going to change it. Okay. The design will start once the analysis, the requirement analysis is finished. It will start then. We will change it, okay, later on. First, we have to identify the various phases. Okay. Then coding. Coding is the next phase. Coding is actually writing the programs. Okay. Then coding, after coding is testing. If your program is working properly or not, it's testing. Okay. Once the testing is finished, you come to know that it is working fine. The operations. Okay. Okay. Actual implementation or deploying the software onto the servers. So the number of days I have not specified. Number of days for coding would be, say, I write 6 days. Testing would take, say, 4 days. Operations, this ongoing process, I'll give 5 days for operations. Okay. Now, on the right hand side, you can see the Gantt chart. This is called Gantt chart. It is very important from the point of view of controlling the project. So now I want to mention that the requirements, once the requirement is finished, design will start. So the predecessor to design will be here, come to this leftmost column. This is giving the task number. So the predecessor to design will be 2, which is requirements. So I will write 2. And you observe the Gantt chart on the right hand side. On the right hand side, observe the Gantt chart. See, the design bar has shifted after requirements phase. Then the coding will begin once the design is finished. You observe the Gantt chart on the right hand side. 3, 4, 5. Okay, one after the other. In software, I have identified that in this software, once the previous task is finished, only then the other next task will be started. If there are 2 tasks which can be done in parallel, then their predecessors are going to be same. For example, this. Okay, let me change and show you. If I make the predecessor to testing is 3, see here in the Gantt chart, you can see both of them are starting on the same time. Okay, if it is the case. So, okay, coding and testing, because they can start on the same time, because as the coding is finished for the one module, you can start testing it, and okay, something like that. You can do that. Yes. So this is the actual Gantt chart. And now I want to see what is the duration, the complete duration of my project, in how much time my project will get finished. So come to this network diagram. Okay, this will show you. Click on network diagram. See here. This is the main heading, video game. The first phase is requirements analysis. It is going to take 4 days. The design is taking 5 days. And now these two tasks, coding and testing, they are parallel. They are run in parallel. Coding will take 4 days, but testing will take 5 days. And the next phase is operations. It will take 6 days. So the tasks which are shown in red color are the critical tasks. Critical tasks means if there is any delay in these tasks, the entire project duration is going to be suffer. What is the complete project duration? You have to add them up. Add the requirement analysis 4 days plus 5 days, design 9 days, testing 5 days. Okay, 9 plus 5 is 14, plus operations 6 days. 14 plus 6 is 20. Total duration is 20 days. If there is a delay in coding, then the entire duration is not going to suffer because it is not on the critical path. Okay. If coding takes 5 days, it can be easily controlled. It's not affecting the project duration. If there is any delay in any one of these tasks which are on the critical path, then it is going to delay the project and extra cost. If it is delayed, extra cost will be incurred on the project. So this is the main task of the project manager, to identify the critical path and to make sure that it is under control. Okay. So let us come back to this Gantt chart once again. Now, the next column over here is, you can see resource names. Okay. So you have to, in the planning phase, you have to identify the resources also, what kind of resources we are requiring. So computer is a resource. So there's a resource sheet here on the left column. You can find that there is an icon for resource sheet. Here it is. I click on the resource sheet. Here you have to identify what kind of resources we'll be using. Say PC is a resource, okay, personal computer. Let me write system, SYST. We normally call it computer system. So let me write the computer, okay. Computer is a resource. Initial, it is a type, okay. Initial is C. Maximum units 100%, okay. Standard rate per hour. You have to specify if you are using a computer. Suppose you are hiring the resource, okay. You are taking the resource on hire. If it is your own resource, then it is fine. If you are hiring from some firm, some external source, then you have to specify standard rates, say 100 rupees per hour. Okay. Sometimes for civil projects, we hire JCB machines, huh? So they are charging for hourly basis. So that kind of charges have to be specified here. Overtime rate. Okay, if it is working for 8 hours, then 100 rupees per hour will be charged. If you are taking it for overtime, it has to be little higher rate. Okay, 150 per hour. Normally, overtime rates are quite higher as compared to the normal standard rates. Cost per use. Okay, again, I will give you, for computer, there is no such charges, but normally, if you are hiring a JCB machine, okay, for a large project, then for bringing that machine onto the site, they will charge, say, 1,000 rupees. So such kind of costs are called cost per use. Okay, if you want to get something, so you can get, say, 200. Okay. Then, okay, there is the first resource that we have identified. Then the second resource, printers will be requiring. Okay, we will be printing something. Okay, printers are required. So you can give the cost. Printers are, it should be a little cheaper to computer. No? So let me make it 50 rupees per hour. Okay. And expenses, I'll make it 75 overtime rate. Per use, I'll make it 100. Okay. Then you are going to use coders for coding. Okay. Coder is a human resource. Okay. The above two are material resources. The next one is coder or programmer. You can write programmer. Coder is the correct term. Okay. Coder or programmer. So let me write programmer. It is more clear. Okay. It's more clear. Standard rate per hour. Okay. If his salary is 1,000, so you divide it by 30. Salary is 30,000 divided by 30, 1,000 per day. Okay. 1,000 per day or divided by 8, it will be 150 20 rupees, something like that, okay, per hour. Overtime rate, I'll make it 150. Okay, cost per use is nothing. Okay, zero. Then tester. There are persons who are testing during the testing phase. And the programmers are writing the code, and the testers are testing whether it is functioning properly or not, if there are any errors in the software or not. Testers are going to, so the charges for testers would be say 130, okay, 160. Okay, no charges for it. So these are the four resources that I identified as a project lead. Okay. Now I have to assign the resource. Come back to Gantt chart. Come back to Gantt chart. Okay. Then identify the assign the resources. Requirement analysis. Okay. Go back to the there's one more resource that we are requiring in the resource sheet. The analyst. Okay. Analyst. The charges of analysts are quite higher. Okay. I'm making 150, then overtime rate is 180, and okay, no. These are human resources. Programmer, tester, and analyst. These are human resources. So there is no cost for use, okay, for them. Come back to Gantt chart. Okay, Gantt chart. Come back to Gantt chart. Now here you have to assign the resources. The requirement analysis is done by analyst. So come to this column. Okay, requirement analysis column, and go to tools, assign resources. Okay, analyst units 100%. Okay, there is one analyst will be assigning. Okay, cost automatically it has calculated per day. Okay, then designing is also done by the analyst. Coding is done by coder. Okay, I will select from this table. Programmer is doing coding. A programmer. Okay, and testing is done by tester. Operations again by the analyst. They will check whether it is working properly or not. Some other resources are also required. The programmer will be needing, apart from the programmer, will be needing computers also. Okay. So additional resources are required. Computer. So by separating with comma, you can put other resources also. Tester will be also requiring, apart from tester, in the testing phase will be requiring this also. Computer. Okay. Put them all together. So these are the resources that are assigned. Now we have to calculate the overall cost of the project. Okay. How can we find out the cost? For this, I will include, insert a column over here. Okay. Right click, insert column, COST, cost. Okay. Add a column called cost. See, it is showing the complete cost of the project. 26,160. Okay. Based on phase wise. Phase wise, it is showing the cost of the project. Okay. So we have got the cost of the project. Now I'll show you how the controlling is exerted. Okay. So I'll add some more columns. I'll try to find insert column. Percentage of work done. Okay. Percentage complete. Okay. I will insert a column percent complete. Then I'll insert another column work remaining. Okay. Another column called work remaining. remaining duration. Okay. So initially now the project has not yet started. Okay. So it is showing 0. Let us suppose that the project start date was, okay, today. So if I suppose that the requirement analysis is completed by today, okay, 100. It is 100% completed. You can see the remaining duration is 0. Okay, remaining duration is 0. Then on here on this you will find that this is showing tick mark that this task is completed. Okay. So before making it 100% complete, I would like to make sure that the project start date is changed. Okay, I will make it slightly back. I'll take it little back. That the project starting date was 28. Okay, 28 March. So accordingly, all the other dates would change. Okay. Now in the there's on the left hand side you can see there's another tool tracking Gantt. Tracking Gantt. If I click on this, see now you can see that on the Gantt chart it is showing the task which is finished 100% is the first one. Okay, it is showing 100% finished. And in red bar, it is showing those tasks which are yet to be finished. Red bars are those tasks, and they fall on the critical path. They are critical. Red ones are the critical path. Okay, and this blue one is showing the coding, because coding and testing are on the starting on the same date. It is showing on the same date, and testing is on the critical path. If there is any delay in this, you'll see the entire project duration will change. Okay, let me show you. The duration is 16 days now. And suppose the designing is finished 80%. Okay, the coding is finished, say 80% finished. So after 5 days duration, 1 day is remaining. You can see 80% finished, 1 day is remaining. Now coding, let I make it say it is say 75% finished. Okay. Oh no, this was remaining duration is. I did not change this one, but I wanted to change this one. Duration is I want to change this. Okay, percentage complete. Say 75%. So out of 4 days, 75% is complete. So 1 day is remaining. Okay, you can say here. Now, because the testing is on critical path, if I make any changes on the task which is on the critical path, let us take the design. Okay, design is 80% complete. Out of 5 days, only 1 day is remaining. If I observe that still I need 2 more days. So the entire duration, which was 16 days, it will be increased. See, I am adding 1 more day. Okay. Now the duration has changed to 17. Here you can see on the cursor, you can see this has changed to 17 because it is on the critical path. Okay. Now let's come back. If I change the duration for coding, you can see there is no change in the total duration. See, if I change it to remaining duration, if I change it to the project duration is not changed. It is still 16 days because in testing, we can compromise on having more number of days because it is not on the critical path. Okay, this is the main thing that is to be understood. And on the Gantt chart, you can see now this bar coding bar, this design bar is showing 80% in dark red color and 20% in light color, which shows that 80% of the work is complete and 20% is remaining. So this is how we, so after 2 days, after 1 day, you find that the design is also complete. So as a project leader, I'm going to modify this, make it 100%. so that the check mark will come over here. And it will turn on the Gantt chart, you can see it has turned to blue color. That the task is complete. Okay. So this is the way how we can exert control on the project duration and cost also. Okay. Now, this is about MS project. I will also show you what are the skills that are being required as a project manager. We'll come back to the some two more slides are there. What are skills required as a software engineer or the project manager? I'll come back to that PPT. Okay. So I'll show you what are the skills required as a project leader to become a software engineer. I'll skip this and go to the, yeah, these are the skills required. A good communication skill is required. Okay. Then risk management is skills are required. Identify the risk, like I have told you, if some materials are not working properly, or if there is a delay in some of the phases, it has to be controlled. Okay. Then problem solving skills are required. Skills to become a good project leader. Then leadership quality. It is the most essential part. You must be able to motivate your team to accomplish the project on time. Okay. Now, the job opportunities that are available in market, you can become a project manager. Okay. The main task of project manager in the software industry is that you will be handling multiple projects in the organization. Okay. Program manager. Technical project manager is a person who will be requiring, who will be assigning various software development tools to the team. What are the tools that will be used during the development? Okay. The solution architect is also one of the jobs which is quite available in the market. The role of solution architect is a strong technical background and project management experience is essential. Then you can become a consultant or an independent contractor to various software industries. You can give consultancy services as a freelancer. Okay. Then start a founder. You can start your own business in software development. Because these are the opportunities that you can get in the as a project lead. So this is all why what I wanted to present in this limited time. There is much more to be presented. I want to conclude. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So it was wonderful delight for discuss on project management, the big idea, initiating, planning it out, building the fort, monitoring and controlling, and more. So now I would request to that mission nominee, Dr. Kavisha Duggal, to be on the screen. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I'd like to share my screen. I think Dr. Vinay needs to.
Yes, sir. You just stop sharing your screen now that ma'am can share the screen. Thank you.
Yeah.
Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible. You can continue.
Okay, thank you so much. A very good morning to all my dear students. So let me take you to the exotic journey of lovely professional university. Sir has given you a deep insight about what curriculum that we follow, what are the steps for the project manager, right? So let me tell you that you are starting a journey with lovely professional university. You should definitely know about the accreditations and approval. So very proudly, I'll say that we have received NAC A++ grade with the score of 3.68 on 4. So it is one of the prestigious achievement of lovely professional university. We have all the necessary accreditations, whatever are required to run a particular program. We are a UGC grant commission has given us all the programs that we are running, more 100, 200 plus programs. They are all UGC approved. And for other programs like architecture, we have all the necessary approvals and membership to run a particular program. Now, you're all discussing about the computer science. So I have to mention here the record-breaking package of 3 crore rupees. Of course, you heard it really right. It's a 3 crore. Now, students always ask me one question whenever they see this, on the newspapers or in our website. Ma'am, how is that possible to have a 64 lakh package in the beginning? How it is possible to have a 3 crore package? Are these in terms really the facts? Of course, they are the facts that we are depicting on our website, right? So we have the photographs of the students along with the company names present. So what brings them with such good packages? It's always the curriculum. It's always the path that we follow towards it. My dear students, you will be getting such good packages. That is only possible when we provide you the right pathway. Right pathway means the right updated curriculum. We do not focus on these courses that were there in last 5 years. We change them, we update them according to the demand of the market. Suppose right now the Python is demand, so my student will definitely work on Python. Now everything is coming on the AI, so my students are also learning how to write code through ChatGPT. That is the updated curriculum that I mean for. We have the PEP classes from day one. We do not wait that, okay, you will come in third year and then I'll start your grooming. I groom my students from day one when they are aligned with lovely professional university. That is the reason we have such good packages, such good placements of my students of lovely professional university. If I talk about the Virtus have been selected into Palo Alto with 54.7 lakh 5 lakh package. We have the students placed in Amazon, we have students placed in Google, we have students placed in Microsoft. You name a company and my student is definitely a part of that company. So how we have got that placements, that is the reason that we're not only focusing on the academics part. We are in the overall, we provide you overall growth. That is the reason that the world university ranking has ranked 23rd lovely professional university among top universities, and we have got 6th in the engineering. That is a huge achievement. Talking about the URI, the world's university with real impact, ranked LPU 2nd. Then talking about one of the very prestigious ranking of the research, that is Atal ranking of institution on innovation and architecture, has ranked LPU 3rd. So when I'm talking about, we are not only excelling in the terms of academics or research, we give a overall focus. Our overall focus is towards the students on the not only on the academics part, but sports, cultural activities are equally important. That is why LPU has created history. 12 out of 13 students who have won Olympic medal, 1 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze, are voters of lovely professional university. We have even won the historic National Sports Award, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Makkah Sports Trophy, first runners-up, lovely professional university, and it is awarded by Ministry of Youth Affairs of Sports, Government of India. Who doesn't know about Neeraj Chopra? He is he's the student of lovely professional university. A proud, we feel so proud that yes, he is part of lovely professional university. Then talking about the future, and when I talk about research part, 106th Indian Science Congress was held in lovely professional university and was inaugurated by Honorable PM India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. That is one of the prestigious event that has happened in lovely professional university. And we'll be talking about the eminent personalities that have been part of lovely professional university, the Dalai Lama. If I talk about the ex-president of India, Pranab Mukherjee ji, then talking about the Shri Arun Jaitley ji, who was there to inaugurate our LPU startup school. You name, see, we have Gohar Gopal Das ji. Not we are focusing only on your education part. We are focusing on your mental health also, giving the valuable, life thoughts about, yourself, your grooming. Gohar Gopal Das ji is in lovely professional university. Now, of course, entertainment is very important. We have Shah Rukh Khan, we have Deepika Padukone, MS Dhoni, you name a star, and we had it in our campus. Sonu Sood, Ranbir Singh, Akshay Kumar, and whatnot. Everybody has been part of lovely professional university. This is the most Instagrammable place of lovely professional university. Look at this architecture. Let's peep inside this particular architecture. And we have an auditorium with the capacity of 2,500 seats. All your functions will be held. You have seen Gohar Gopal Das ji, where he was giving the wisdom of words about the life, that was held in this particular auditorium only. We have the well-equipped labs. We have the library that is operational till 12 at the midnight. And we have, this is the heart of lovely professional university, the Uni Mall. All your basic amenities will be available inside the campus. It is a mini city itself. And of course, we do care about your health. We have a gym facility, bowling, of course, the hospital, which is a capacity of 25 beds in a single hospital. Of course, planet, we have to take care of your earth also, the planet also. We have solar panels. And look at this, the exotic view of lovely professional university. It is sparkling and shining, lush green environment. This is your university, my dear students, lovely professional university. And security is very important. We are very much aware of that. Of course, in the hostels, it's a completely ragging-free campus. We have turnstile gates for the entrance, for the hostels also. No day scholar will be allowed to enter into the hostels. That kind of security we have. We have the lady security guards as well as the male security guards to facilitate our students. Talking about the Neeraj Chopra and other students who have got really excel in the sports, that is only possible because we gave them the facilities to practice. Indoor shooting range, we have the basketball court, we have the all-weather swimming pool. It is Asia's largest swimming pool inside the campus. And there are all the basic amenities that will be there to excel for you in sports, cultural activities. Now talking about the study grant. We offer study grant to the students. Like suppose you're applying for the LPU Nest, right? The top 500 candidates of LPU Nest for BTech will be getting a study grant. If you get the admission into IIT or NIT, you will be eligible to get the study grant. That is 1 lakh rupees that we offer to these students to performing their exemplary good performance, right? So let me take you, let's go live. And I'll be sharing with you how you can search for a particular program, right? So what you need to go, you need to open lpu.in. Okay, when you'll be focusing on this, you need to go to the admissions. In admissions, you need to go to the regular programs. When I talk about the regular programs, of course, right now we are in the webinar of computer science department. So I'll be thinking that the students who have joined, they'll be much more interested in knowing the computer science. So let's go into the computer science and engineering. Now, there are the various courses we have, my dear students. It's a BTech, the computer science. We have various specializations we have. Then we have the honors program. Then we have the work integrated program. Then we have the industry collaborated program. I'll give you a brief, difference between these programs, because students normally ask me, ma'am, what is the difference between the BTech program or the honors program or the work integrated program? A basic difference, my dear students, if you're not aware of any specialization, you have not computer science student, you have not any idea that, okay, what is artificial intelligence or what is machine learning or what is data science. What I suggest to my students is they should normally go for BTech CSE if they are not aware of, right? They're not clear that, okay, we want to go for this specialization or that specialization, you can go for this particular program. In third year, you will have an idea and then you will be choosing your specialization, right? Then there is another student who's very clear that, okay, ma'am, I want to go for cybersecurity. I'm very clear that I want to go for, a coding part. Then I'll definitely suggest the full stack software development or a software product engineering program. Or the student says, I want to go for artificial intelligence as specialization. So you can choose these particular program. And from day one or from your semester 1 and semester 2, the specializations will start. If I talk about honors program, you will have certifications that are additional part of it. And you will be focusing on specializations like 12 to 16 specializations will be taught to you. There's another one thing that is a seed money that is there, that if you want to start your startup or any good idea you have, that will help you in the university for this honors program, right? When I talk about the work integrated program, let me take an example like Future Ends. I'm telling you here, I'll give you a guaranteed placement along with the internship. But of course, you need to maintain certain CGPA, then only a guaranteed placement will be offered. Of course, in this eligibility is your written test along with interview. In this particular program, when I'm talking about Quantify and Calvium, they offer you the guaranteed internship, not the guaranteed placement, but there's a guaranteed internship that they are offering, right? So it is, see, if you're getting an internship after first year onwards, right? Regularly, you're getting in every semester, you're getting an internship. Of course, your placement will be definitely high. My student who has got the Calvium, the internship, it is 45,000. The student has got the internship. So that is the level of the programs that we are offering in lovely professional university. Then we have the industry tie-up program. The industry mentors will be there. 40% courses will be taught from the industry like Upgrad, IBM, Xavier, Google Cloud, talking about the Imagine XP. Now what happens here, we offer 8 to 12 specializations, right, for a particular course, and it will be taught to you from the industry expert, and you will get mentors also. So that is the difference between each program. Their specializations are different, and that is the reason the fee structure also differs. Let me talk to you regarding the BTech Computer Science, right? If I talk about the fee structure of this particular program, my dear students, it is 1,40,000. We are offering 1,40,000, but hold on. My university definitely believe that the scholarship is an integral part of this particular course. If I talk about this scholarship, we offer 30% scholarship. Now, who gets this scholarship? The student who have got the JEE main percentile more than equal to 95 percentile or 95% marks above class 12th, or you are coming in LPU Nest category 1, then definitely you're getting a 30% scholarship and your fee will be only 98,000. Now, here I want to stress one thing. Once you get this scholarship, it is not only it's there for 6 months or 1 year. We offer the scholarship throughout 4 years, my dear students. You will be eligible for the scholarship throughout 4 years. Yes, you heard me very right. We only withdraw the scholarship if you're found in any of the unethical practices, right? So you definitely get the 25% scholarship, JEE main percentile equal to 90 but less than 95, or you have 90 to 94.9 percentile in your class 12th, or your LPU Nest comes in the category 2. Or if you're getting to LPU Nest score, is if you're talking about the third category, that is the last category, 20% scholarship, and your fee will be only 1,12,000. Again, the parameters are if you're 80 to 89.9% in class 12th, or you've gotten a cutoff 3, or if your JEE main percentile range from 80 but less than 90. So that is how you can get, and already you will be checking on, you'll be into schedule 4. So you need to apply for your LPU Nest. If you have not done, you can apply as soon as possible. Our helpline number is available on the website. If you want to contact us, you can definitely contact us. And if you want to check the recording of this particular webinar, you can go to the Edu-Fair webinars. You can check all the upcoming webinars, and you can even check the previous webinars that has happened. You can get a deep insight, and our call center number is already given here. You can check here upcoming webinars and the past webinars, right? So you can check their past webinars, whatever the webinars have happened. You can even go for the recording, check them, get a deep insight, choose your program. Suppose you want to check what was there in the DevOps. So you want to see, you can definitely go and see the video recording for this. Many other are there. And if you want to contact us, you can contact us through the helpline number, WhatsApp, or email team. There are different ways you can contact us, right? So thank you from my side. Dalvinder, over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. As I can see here, there are some questions from our participants. First question is for Dr. Vinay. How you define project management dynamics and why are they crucial for success? Are you there, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Yes.
Project management dynamics. Let me place my video on. So project management dynamics means something which is keep on changing. So during the project execution, there are the things which are keep on changing, like developing the project, the material, procuring the material, putting them together, and during those perform those tasks, various monitoring and controlling exercise have to be made. If some tasks or some tasks are getting delayed, you must hire extra employees or extra machines. If it is a civil or mechanical kind of project, you have to get them hired, or you have to ask them to work for overtime. So it is the most crucial part, because if the delays are there in the project, it is going to incur additional cost in the project. Normally, we heard that the project cost for government projects, initially the cost was so much, and after because the project could not be completed on time, the cost increases manifold. So that's why it is most crucial part that the control has to be exerted from the cost part of view.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Ma'am, this
I hope I'm
question.
clear.
Thank you, sir. Can we take the next question, Kavisha ma'am?
Okay.
Yeah,
Nelly?
please, Dalvinder ma'am.
Someone is asking, do LPU provide residential facilities also?
Definitely, we have the residential facility, we have the hostel 4-seater, 5-seater, 3-seater, we have AC, air cooler, and AC. We do have apartments also. So you need to book if you want your favorite one, if you want looking for a 5-seater, you're looking for 3-seater, you're looking for apartments, you should definitely take the admission and book your hostels as soon as possible, because EDB is also going on. That is early decision benefit that is available till 30th of April.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. I hope the participant got the answers from our experts. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to extend a heartfelt thanks to our esteemed experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your contribution have truly enriched our discussion and inspired us all. On the behalf of all attendees of this webinar, I would like to thank all for your insightful participation. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding their admission. If anyone want to access this webinar, again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Have a nice day. Take care, ma'am. Take care, sir.
Thank you, Dalvinder. Thank you.